Yo, what it do, support crew? Welcome back to another episode of Moral Support the Podcast, man. The fellas is in the lab. Lessons and blessings, man.
Yes,
Lessons
sir.
and blessings.
Yes,
Speaking of blessings, man, we got our baby boy Divine in the room with us, man. He ready to go. He ready to pod. Yeah, he ready to go, man. Hey, look, man, we back. We ready, man. We ready. We love it here. This is our vibe. We in the condo right now.
Yeah,
we in the condo right now, man. Shout out Mont, man, for letting us use this space today, man.
Yeah, let's go,
for the pod, man.
Sitting in the midst of a blessing.
Yes, sir.
Man,
always.
Say that again. Always. How y'all doing, man? Everything good?
Yeah,
everything good. Yeah.
All is well. You know, we TTG right now. They say we train to go.
Train to go, man. Y'all heard it here first, man. Y'all already know.
I'm feeling great, bro. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling blessed, bro. I'm feeling easy, bro.
Hey, man.
Another day of opportunity, bro.
Yeah.
Always.
Talk about it, man. I love it. Nah, man. Everything good though. Everything good. Glad to hear y'all doing all right. Hey, Divine, how you doing over there, man? Look, you on the mic. He said, man, I'm ready to go. Hey, man. But yeah, no, we good. Everything's good. Blessed, man. Everything's good. Just happy to be here. You know what I'm saying?
I got my brothers with me. We good. I got my fellas with me. I got my triple D's, my R.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I got my best man and my groomsman next. I got my
Hey, man, counts out the bed. Come on, man. Talk to us.
It up for that.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. This one right here. That's dope, man. That's amazing.
We talking about blessings on blessings. Like, we got a blessing here. We in a blessing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we on our way to another one, man. To another one. Marriage is a beautiful thing. I'm, man, super honored, bro, and like proud to even be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely, I ain't no crier, man. So I ain't trying to get in that speech and get to going, but dog,
have it ready then.
no, for real. But no, it's definitely a blessing, man. I'm super grateful, bro. Super grateful. So, yeah, man, this week we ain't, I don't know, Des, what you got going for us, man?
Listen, I got a quick question and we can go from here.
Okay, talk to us.
Ready?
Talk to us.
What y'all feel? What do y'all, how do y'all decipher principles over preferences in life? Y'all need a breakdown?
Yeah.
Like, there's principles in life. Like, you might do something because, you know, it's like based off of like law, like traffic. You might stop at a stop sign because it's true. What I love saying, I wear everything up. You might stop at a stop sign because, you know, the law says you're supposed to do that. You might stop at a stop light because the law says you're supposed to do that. But some people look at them things like that's a preference. Like, you might think I should do that. Like, that's out of your consideration or your suggestion. I should say your suggestion that I should stop at a stop sign, and might not be mindful to the reason why you stop at a stop sign.
Okay.
It might be principality that, you know, you eat a certain food to be healthy, but to somebody else it might look like just a preference. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just an option for you and a choice of yours, but you don't have to do that. Like, it's not really that lawful. Like, what do that look like in y'all lives? Like, what do y'all think between the two, like principality and preference?
Discipline, bro.
Just
discipline. Like, to me, I'm not gonna lie. And we talked about it a little bit last pod, man. It's just discipline, like doing what you're supposed to do, even if you don't really feel like doing it. Right. I think that's like the hardest thing for any human to really get their mind shifted into that space of just consistently doing what you're supposed to do. Right. And I think especially, I mean, as anybody, but especially as men, I think we have a hard time dealing with that coming from young adults into adulthood, right? You know what I'm saying? And you know, again, bro, we talked about it before, like just going out, maybe smoking, hanging around the wrong crowd, knowing we're not supposed to be around them, you know what I'm saying? Because they might not be on the same type of time that we on, right? You know, I think it really just come down to discipline. Like, like I might not prefer to eat this bland chicken and rice every day or these veggies or whatever. I might prefer Dairy Queen or Popeyes or something.
Right.
That might be my
fired up over there, bro. You fired up.
And again, bro, we always like relate these things such to like the gym or like food and dietary subjects just because they're so practical and it's easy to decipher that, like, right? Like, because we all know, everybody know what we supposed to and not supposed to be eating, right? We all know we not supposed to be eating no hot Cheetos at 12 at night, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy. That Red 40, bro, dangerous.
Bro, horrible, bro. I remember, bro, just being in school and every night, like, I used to tear a bag of hot Cheetos up, bro.
Oh, so that was you, bro.
That was me. That was my thing, bro. That was my thing. And I ain't gonna lie. I remember the day
Hot
after
fries.
in school, bro. Always around like noon. Bro, my stomach used to be on 10, bro. Swear, but it's just like it's just one of those things that it's hard for us as humans, bro, to like fight them. What's the word I'm looking for? Temptations. Yeah, them temptations on the stuff that we want to do. All because you want to do something don't make it right. All because you feel like doing something don't make it right. Again,
That's real.
Facts over feelings.
Yeah. That's super real.
So it's kind of like extending the conversation a little bit from last week, but I think what we try to do, at least, we all try to do our best, right? And Daz, I talked to you about this like a couple months ago. Instead of like just trying, you just do it.
Yeah.
Do your best. Don't try to do your best, because when you try to do your best, you start negotiating with yourself and you start saying, "Oh, I tried."
No.
You ain't tried. You got to do it. If you don't do it, there's no in between. You either do it or you don't.
Intent.
Absolutely.
Two different things.
You do it or you don't. And I think for most humans, it's just hard until you really. And you know what? I tell people about the gym all the time, because they be like, "Yo, like, how'd you get in the gym? Like, how are you so consistent with the gym? How do you do this?" I'm like, the hardest part is just getting there.
Yeah.
But you have to, and it lasts for about 2 to 3 months of just getting there.
Yeah.
That's the hard part. Just getting
up
there consistently for the first 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing to do. It don't even matter if you go in there and just hop on the treadmill for 15 minutes.
Just showing up.
You just showed up and you did something, right? So your brain ultimately be like, okay, we're just going to the gym. We're not going to think about it. We're not going to negotiate with yourself.
I got. Ooh.
We're just gonna get there, right?
Yeah.
We're just gonna get there, and then we'll figure it out along the way. And then what happens over time is that you get there, you hop on the treadmill for 15 minutes. Then that it gets too easy. So you're like, man, let me get on it for 30, or let me go try this machine. Let me go work out this, and then you just start to stack habits while you get to the gym.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And it's very hard to get in through that beginning stage of it. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you change your mind, you changing the way you look at things, you changing the way your body reacts to certain things.
Yeah.
Naturally, it'll come up too. That's good. That's
Absolutely,
good.
bro. And that's the part that people don't see. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand that part. So like,
don't.
I don't even put. I'm no trainer. I'm no dietitian. Nothing, bro. Trust. Like, I'm not the best at none of that. You know what I mean? But I always tell people, like, because they'll be like, "Oh, what should I do at the gym?" I don't even tell them what you should do. Just get there.
Yeah.
Get there and you'll figure it out, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then over time, when you get in that routine and you get in that habit of going, then we can talk. Because you go there, try this workout, and then you can be like, "No, I ain't coming back." You know what I'm saying?
Next time somebody asks me what to do at the gym, I'm gonna be like, "Ask me in 2 more weeks." I'm gonna say that.
I want to add on to that.
No. I want your answer too, and the question first before you add on.
Swear. You said you want my
Answer.
My
To the principles versus preference.
I would say it's character, bro.
Okay.
Facts, I would definitely say it's character, because like you said, I'm saying discipline. I would say it's character because it's like, it's really based off who you want to become. That's what I always look at. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I self-evaluate myself, it's like, man, how is this decision going to impact me later on down the road? You know what I'm saying? With everything, like, you know what I'm saying, what type of job I decide to do, what I'm deciding to study, feed myself, it's definitely about character. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, you could do things based off preference, but it's just like, hey, where's that preference going to get you? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, whenever I feel like we study in the grades, it's like we always pay attention, or just anybody, you know what I'm saying? If you're really trying to be intentional about who you want to become, you know what I'm saying? You studying somebody who already did it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you see just different principles that, you know what I'm saying, that they have. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, those is the laws of how it work if you want to get to that level. So it's like, you abide by the rules and just pretty much, how could I say it? The outline of the picture.
The blueprint.
Yeah, the blueprint. Yeah, that's a better word.
Yeah.
The blueprint.
Man, we love the blueprint over here. We love the blueprint, man.
Facts, bro. And that's how you get to where you want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you don't want to just go off of preference, because at that point you're not being intentional, and it's just like, preference get a lot of people in bad situations.
Jeez.
Like I always, like, the way my mind work is financially. So I like to use financial examples. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty principality based.
Yeah, so if somebody is, say, hey, I want to become better at managing just my life. Like, I want to have more money left over whenever you know what I'm saying? Like, I get my paycheck. Like, I don't want to just be paying just straight bills or expenses,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You got more expenses because it's like, oh, I feel like I want to go get Dunkin' this day. You know what I'm saying?
Dunkin' every day of the week before work.
Just like, because it's like, oh, I
That's my
feel like
preference.
it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Versus law, it's like, man, I could make that coffee at home. You know what I'm saying? And save money.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I'm saying?
You can
that's
save
the truth.
80 cents to the dollar on
Facts.
coffee. Like,
Facts. But that goes back to character because it's just like some people like that instant gratification too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It could be dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it's just like you're not willing to be able to have delayed gratification.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And see that $80 turn into $1, you know what I'm saying? And then $20, $50, you know what I'm saying? Then over time, it's just like it grows to be something humongous.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to think of the compound effect in it when you're thinking of it, and that's why like you got to look at purpose. Like I know there's something that y'all both said in the midst of y'all, you know, which I said without saying it was the P word, purpose, bro. If you don't got the purpose, you ain't got the vision. If you ain't got the purpose, and if you ain't got that, what are you sticking to, bro?
Absolutely.
Like you're gonna be aimless at some point, and when it's time to make it to those decisions, especially those decisions that got temptation, you know, resistance against it, and got you know, just other options like different roads and stuff. At them times, bro, you gonna want to be like, man, I'm gonna do what I feel like. Like I don't want to do what the GPS say. I want to go my own way because I feel like this is going to be a better way, or I just want to go that way, bro. Sometimes there's not even no logic in it. That's the most scary part about it. Sometimes there's not even logic when it comes to the preference. This is how I feel, bro. I want to do this because I feel like it's a good decision.
I'll say this though too. I'm sorry to cut you off for a second, but I think there's a time and a place when to take that risk on your feelings, right? Like I do believe sometimes you can just kind of feel it in your gut or your intuition is telling you like, okay, maybe I'm feeling a little off about something, and sometimes you can take that risk, and that risk can pay off. And I tell people all the time, I'm a risk taker. Like I love taking risk on everything in life, just because that's just how I am. Like,
your foundation ain't risk when you take them risks.
No. See, and that's kind of the thing I was getting to. So like, obviously, boys know like I'm in welding school. Y'all know. So like when it comes to welding, there is rules to like welding metal, right? We talk about like bridges. We talk about anything in your daily life that you walk past is probably welded in some way. And there's a lot of like, there's a lot of things and laws in welding that you have to follow, or the structure will not be built strong. You know what I'm saying? Under a certain amount of pressure, the structure's going to crack and it's going to break, it's going to bend in ways that it's not supposed to if it's welded correctly. So it has to be structurally sound to withstand any type of weather.
Teach, coach.
You know what I'm saying? Wind, rain, anything, sleet, snow, whatever. Like it has to be built strong. And if you want to do something if you want to weld something a certain way because you feel like this is how it should go,
that's why you got bridges out here falling over.
Because it's not being welded correctly, or it's not being maintained correctly. You know what I'm saying? Because people is probably like, oh, we could just do it this way. We ain't got to do it. But there's rules and regulations for a reason, because somewhere along the way, somebody has tried it and it has failed and probably caused people to lose their life.
Rules is there.
And that's why the rules is there, right? But
that's why they got code enforcers.
It literally, that's exactly what it's for. And you're being taught these things a certain way because that's how it structurally holds up over time. What you don't want to do is just slap a Band-Aid on something and then the first big situation happen and it breaks and somebody lose their life because you felt like doing something a different way. You felt like not listening because it might have been easier or simpler in that way. And those are just examples of how things could dramatically fail because of your feelings, because you felt like doing something a certain way and not following the principle.
You ever see some people lead with their emotions? You know you know how dangerous that could be? Like, just because you just feel a certain type of way, so you just do things. Like, for example, I think about whenever sometimes we may get upset as men. Bro, we're strong human beings, bro. Imagine if we just one day just get upset and then it's just like you end up hurting somebody just based off your emotion. It's just like, bro, leading off emotion could be dangerous, bro. Because it's just like your mind just changed so much, and that's why whenever you're angry, you don't always want to respond straight away, because just like you could say something destructive that you can't take back.
Absolutely. No, I agree with you, bro. And I think that's just a part of having low impulse control, right? As soon as you get into your feelings, you act instantly, you know what I'm saying, without even thinking. And too many people that we know personally or grew up with and or whatever, like unfortunately that has been a thing in our community where people have done that and it has completely ruined their lives. And it's not that they bad people, right? Like it's not bad people that has low impulse control, but maybe they was just never taught properly on how to control them emotions, right? But it is such a dangerous thing because
you make bad decisions,
terrible decisions,
bad people,
and that goes with like anything, like you said, finances, eating, anything in life, bro. Like if you have a low impulse control and you act strictly off of emotions, you're going to screw yourself over at some point in life. I mean, if not in every major decision that you're making, you know what I'm saying? Because people, they can't control it. I mean, they I'm not going to say they can't learn to or they can't grow to.
But they choose not to.
But they choose not to.
Yeah, man. And it's not always a subconscious choice. Like, some people genuinely might feel like the preference that they're living off of is principle. Like, they might genuinely feel like that. Some people genuinely feel the way that they're doing things is right, even when things show otherwise, even when they're on hard times, even when, you know, they're being evicted, their car is being repoed, or their health is declining, or they can't sustain a job, they can't sustain a relationship. Like, so many factors in life, and people feel like, well, I'm not doing nothing wrong. So like, what's going on? Like, I'm living based off of principle. Like, this is all purposeful in a sense of, and how they think they're doing things in a sense of like, I'm going a direction that I was told to go. Absolutely. Like, nobody has told them otherwise sometime, or they're not adhering to when somebody is telling them, are you going the wrong way?
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, let's like bro said about the self-evaluation, and you know, we lean on a lot. It's self-assessment. It's important, bro. Like, and you can't always, self-assessment is assessment of self, not by self. I say that about discipline, self-assessment. What is another one? There's another one that I always say it about. Dang.
Self-reflection. Or no?
No.
You said that already?
No, I said self-assessment. Okay. But the being is self-healing.
Okay, yeah.
Like, you hear those things and you think that's like healing of self, discipline of self. It is of self. It's not by self. Like, when having your self-discipline, having discipline over yourself, bro, it's something bigger than you, bro. Like, I mean, that's when you invite that spirit into you, and that's what disciplines you. Self-evaluation.
That poses a question. Is there ever really a right time to act off of feelings? And do you think, like, I mean, because we obviously have feelings.
It's an ingredient.
That's what makes us human, right? So
yeah.
It's like, it's never.
Learn how to process it is what I always say.
You gotta
learn how to process feelings.
Yeah,
feelings. God gave us feelings as notifications, as nervous system. Like, they're to absolutely be, you know, to be lived in, but they're not to be lived by.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they're to be lived in, but not to live by.
It's based off the person, bro. You know what I mean?
What you mean, though?
Because, bro, like, you can't make certain decisions if you're just not right mentally. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like, you could feel like it's just so hard because it's just like a variety of different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you haven't been feeding yourself right, like, just spiritually, mentally, and physically, how are you going to be able to make the
sound
correct
decisions?
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you going to make a decision based off how you feel? You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like the way that you may feel, it's not a healthy feeling. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's you could be operating out of like toxicity, you know, trauma. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's not even just dwell on like the negative things.
Yeah.
You could be feeling like, oh, like, I'm such a good person. You hear so many people say, I got a purple heart, but I'm always getting done wrong, or it seems like nobody never, you know what I'm saying, is who they think they are. And sometimes they do help out people who help them.
Their feelings up a little too much.
Yeah, but it's just like sometimes you really just got to really be working on your character, bro. That's what it really comes down to for me, bro. It's like so much character, because it's like if you don't have the right character, bro, it's just hard to operate through life the right way. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like now more than ever, there's so many different distractions, bro. Like, so many different distractions. Like, you could post something on Instagram and say, like, I feel like this is a good thing. Like, let's talk about, like, politics. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say no names, but somebody died recently, and they feel like it's a good feeling to bash that dead person.
Come on.
Just based off of where that dead person came from. I'm just like, bro, not that I agree with the situation or anything or who that person was, but, bro, they're still human.
I'm going to say this, too. I truly believe that if you are a person of religion, or you follow God, and you have these views, you can't really bash somebody. It's not. I don't feel like it's godlike or not godlike, but you can't. It's hard to be a person of faith and you kind of teasing somebody's death. You know what I'm saying? I just don't feel like that's right.
It contradicts.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And not out of preference, out of principle. It contradicts.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean? Like there's not a debate.
We got a minister here, man. So trust.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying it's like you can't. It's like you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's just wrong. And even just as a human, I think we just became desensitized to death, like in a sense, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
And
social media did that.
And it's hard, yeah. And you know, bro, growing up as kids, we used to watch gore videos.
Yeah.
And, I mean, me personally, I was never into that stuff, but I had friends that would be like, "Oh, look at this!" Like, you feel me? I'm like,
you mean like real ones?
Yeah, yeah. You know, like cartel stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like that stuff used to be wild.
But it's like we became. As a society, I feel like desensitized to death to not understand that like somebody done lost their father, somebody lost their husband, and you know, whether you agree with anybody or not, I mean, I don't feel it in my heart. I honestly, and I tell people this too. I'm not saying you have to be super mournful or whatever, but just understand that this is a person that lost their life in a brutal fashion, and it's just that's not. Stuff like that ain't supposed to happen.
Especially in the hands of another man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like, dang, like, I mean,
sad.
like you said, no way, no fashion. But I think I'm like, bro, had I been here when Hitler died, I would feel some type of way, bro.
That's so my thing is, and people and see people would disagree and be like, oh, why he was a terrible person. It's not about that. It's about you're watching a human.
He was a terrible person. I got some terrible things done to him.
Yeah, and it's not meant like that type of stuff isn't meant for us to see. Like
I'm not receiving it, bro. Like I refuse to allow that in my heart where anybody can tell me I'm supposed to not feel that, bro.
And we talk about it all the time, leading with love, bro. I love everybody. Like I really mean that. Like you know what I'm saying. And I think as humans, that's what we're supposed to do. I feel like that's I don't know. No matter what religion you believe in or what you believe in, you should love everybody. Lead everything with love and give everybody grace. Just because we're human, that's what we're supposed to do. And I think, you know, that's it's tough to kind of see or hear that stuff. Social media, man, it's
one of the most simplest things my G-Rays told me was, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. And I just feel like that's just the word just should be left at. I mean, and I also would say that, like, we need to provide, like, a solution, though. You know what I'm saying? So I would say one way to not lead off feelings is, before you make a decision, bro, think about the outcome as you think about the decision that you're going to make.
Like, out loud. Like
what could possibly happen?
Walk through it.
Yeah, for real.
Sure.
Like, I'm big on that, bro.
If I was because you know how, what do they call them? Evil thoughts? Like how
intrusive.
Yeah, intrusive thoughts. Whenever somebody be like, I should just punch this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could think of,
what
walk
could
yourself
possibly
through it.
happen
Like,
after doing this? What good could come from it?
Right.
Lay it out.
So you gotta lay it out before you do something. So I just want y'all boys to, you know what I'm saying, build on that, like, cause we gotta get some solutions.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying, after we talk about it.
My uncle, shout out Uncle Jason, man. I hope you watch this and hope you see this. Whether or not I'm sending you just clip anything. But my uncle, bro, he always say, you know, when we talk about men, or men really specifically, but people dealing with emotions and feelings, you need a group of people. It's an old school phrase, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all, the pause culture and all that, but he's like, get a group of guys you can get butt naked with. and what that means, and what he means by that is saying that you can be extremely vulnerable with, to where you're not going to be judged, but the fellas or whoever is around you, your inner circle, will hear you out without posing any judgment, without you know, looking at you funny or looking at you, you know, weak as a man. Because again, we talked about it. You too, I think, on one of the other pods, but it's like you need to be vulnerable with somebody. You know, somebody, whether it's one person or a group of people, you know, you need to be vulnerable and just be able to share your thoughts and feelings with people, because that's how we get it up under us and we move on. You know what I'm saying? And we need voices of reasoning in our ear going through these like experiences, you know, with your thoughts and stuff like that. And it's funny because I feel like that phrase, every time I have this conversation, bro, I think about that phrase and it stick with me. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, who could you be out in the worst situation without them looking at you funny, or you know what I'm saying, and not feeling any judgment? Because, you know, y'all know how I feel to be by yourself, crying, you know what I'm saying, or and maybe you feel like you can't go to nobody, or nobody's gonna listen to you, or they gonna look at you a different way, like a weaker man or something like that. You feel me? And but I'm telling you, like you know, Dad's been on the other side of the phone call with me when I was spazzing and tripping, like one day, you know, and yeah, for real. And in those moments, bro, I feel like we've grown an extreme amount of trust to where we feel comfortable, you know, sharing our thoughts and feelings about certain things, you know what I'm saying, without thinking of any judgment or anything like that. And I think everybody needs that. And I think too many people don't have that.
They don't.
And I think
not only do people not have it, bro, people run away from it.
Yeah,
that's the most scariest part. It's like some people don't have it because they just haven't found it, and some people aren't seeking it. There's those two, but then there's people who have come across it, but it's too challenging in their life, like. And that's how you end up with the crowds where you got that revolving door of people that you're around, because the minute somebody get to hold you accountable or get used to you get a lot of men, you want a new crowd now. Like you want to change the circle, and it's like, bro, that's not healthy, bro. And if that's you, I want to speak to you, because find your crowd, bro. There's a crowd out there for you, and when they do challenge you to be a better you, or to be the person that they know that you could potentially be, stick to that, bro. Wait around for it.
Absolutely. Baby boy not playing.
And I feel like it's super important to never just let stuff stay on your chest. You know what I'm saying? Because just like once you finally get the opportunity to let something out, it may come out super aggressively. And it's just like, dang, like now you know what I'm saying? Now you wrecking stuff.
Yeah.
You a wrecking ball. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, we don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just super important. And I would say, like, another solution is to, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, for me, I would say things that work for me is, like, man, talking to God and asking him how to approach the situation is super important.
I feel like that should be number one. I think if more people did that, and again, we don't, whatever you believe in is on you. And for each of you individual, you know, viewers, like, do what you need to do. But there is a higher power that you can speak to. And I think most of you and most people have to tap in with that higher power, bro, because I'm telling you, it's going to get you through everything. And we talk about looking in the mirror and have these conversations with yourself. You have to do it. Like, you have to do it. And I feel you on that, bro. But that's 100%. You got any more that you do? More than that? Because really, that's all you really have to confide in.
Bro, facts,
to be honest with you.
But, like, it's crazy because, bro, whenever I pray, bro, like, sometimes I be getting super like punched in my chest, bro. Not like literally, like I don't want people to think like, oh, like punched in your chest, but it's just like, you ever conviction? Yeah, super conviction sometimes, bro. And it's just like, dang. And that goes back to the first topic. You know what I'm saying? Is it preference or is it principle?
Because you could choose on who you go to.
Facts. So but it's like when God tell me like, yo, like, you got to go fix that. You got to go apologize. And me personally, I'm feeling like, man, like, I wasn't in the wrong. I wasn't in the wrong. But it's just like, whenever, you know, I'm praying to God, I'm looking for an answer. It's just like, yo, it's either you invited me in, so you want to answer for me. So once I give you that answer, it's like, you could choose to do what I'm telling you to do, or you could choose to do what it is that you want to do. But the reason why I go to God is because it's just like, bro, I know that he knows something about that, why that person did what they did.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Or how my response could affect that person and make it like, you know how when you throw a rock in the water and it make the little, you know what I'm saying?
Skips.
Yeah, the ripples, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, the way that you respond to things, bro, is super major. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the ones that I do is just, bro, pray, bro. And then that first one I let off was, you know what I'm saying? Walk through. You know what I'm saying? Walk through what I'm going to do. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And then that's kind of how I approach it. And then also, I'm going to be honest with you, I got wise counsel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I say to have that, like, bro, wise counsel is so major, bro.
Because it changed, bro. Because what it does, it gives you more perspective. You know what I'm saying? It gives you more eyes and ears on what's going on. And maybe that counsel that you have, that circle, maybe they experience something similar. You know what I'm saying? And and they can at least guide you through how they went about things for you to try. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's, bro. And man, bro, I was telling somebody, like, Dez always been my guy since I met him, bro. 7th grade. Leander always been my guy since 8th grade. But at a point in time, like high school years, like, I wasn't necessarily hanging with them the most. You know what I'm saying? I was hanging with people that live closer to me. You know what I'm saying? And I was cool with people I consider brothers. And I love them to death, bro. Love them dearly, but I don't think they was wise counsel. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to speak to that.
Bro, you know it too. So him too, bro.
Heck
like
shit,
bro. I remember being kids, and me and Des used to talk about the people we hung with, bro. Like on a sense of like how much do they really love you, or like how much do they really have your best interests? You know what I'm saying? And
that's good.
When you hanging around certain people, it's like it feels like love. Not saying that they don't love you, but it's not necessarily your best interest in life because maybe they don't even know any better. We
gotta break down what's wise counsel though, because some people go to people who really going to agree with them, and you don't want to go to people who's going to agree with you.
That boy is funny, man.
You don't
want a yes man.
Yeah, you don't want a yes man. You want somebody who's going to tell you what it is, how it is, and how you really should go about the situation, or not even how you should go about the situation. Because I'll be honest with you, like I be leaning on Dad sometimes whenever I talk to him, and he never on some like, oh, bro, you should do this or you should do that. He's like, bro, he'll call me out. He'll call me out if I'm like, bro, you shouldn't react like that. I'm like, yeah, bro, you right, but. The reason why I wanted to break down what's wise counsel, because you see too many people go to somebody who want to go trauma bond. You know what I'm saying? And they want to be able to gossip about the situation instead of find a solution, bro. And I feel like we see too much of that nowadays in our generation, is where people just want to go to the net, make a post, get a whole lot of people to post, comment on it, and elaborate on the situation. Yeah. Meanwhile, it's like, bro, we need to be talking about how are we going to fix this, bro. We need more solutions instead of people adding on to the problem, because it's just like, now that's building up negativity inside you instead of positivity, and we want to fix the situation, not make the situation worse. You know what I mean?
Bro, you know some, like when I'm dealing with things emotionally, or, you know, like a hard thing in my life, and we talking about wise counsel, bro, and I'm telling you, we so deep in to where I know I'm telling him about whatever I'm going through. I know I'm going to tell Leander about whatever I'm going through, probably. I'm going to tell my man Jerome whatever I'm going through, probably. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm going through these moments, bro, before I even have the conversation with them, I'm thinking of how this conversation is going to go when I go talk to these boys.
In what way? A better way?
No, in a way that I need to, because I'm like, okay, if I act crazy, if I'm acting irrational, and I go tell these boys, I'm going to hear it from them, right? So, like, they're going to be like, bro, you wrong. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it may even be to a point where they may be disappointed in me in a moment or something like that, just because they know I'm better than that, right? So, I'm like, in that moment, I don't even want to have that conversation. Yeah. I don't even
That's how you know you being in the wrong, though.
Because those are, exactly. That's
how you're in the right place, though. You know you in the wrong, but you're in the right place.
Exactly. And that's how I know I'm well protected and well loved, because I know the people around me isn't going to be yes, man. They're not going to be like, man, you had every right to do that. So they know I didn't, bro. So I'm like, it's like, to me, it's like talking to any of like my biological brothers. You know what I'm saying? Or if I was the same way to go talk to my mom or my dad, because I know they're not about to be like, no, you were right when I was wrong. Because
some people will, bro. Some people are so mad, bro. They will tell you that you was right when you was in the wrong, and they know it, bro. That's what be the craziest part, bro.
They just can't.
Facts, bro.
But some people don't have the heart or the courage to tell you that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The people
you say that more than less.
Yeah, facts.
Or sometimes, bro, I be seeing, bro, don't even be that, bro. Sometimes people be wanting to see you fail, bro.
There's that too.
Low key, I think, that's definitely there.
Like,
but that's why
their lack of interest in you. I wanted to say, like, sometimes intentionally, like, if I tell him this, he's gonna go to wrong. It's like sometimes it's just comforting to them, or it's like it's just the lack of, like, it's okay being complacent, like, and we know, like, even when we tell each other we don't, and I'm out there frame y'all, I'm around the, even though when we tell each other, you know, we wrong or something, we know that, like, it's coming from a place of, like, improvement. It's coming from a place of construction. Like, it's never like the destruct or destroy each other. Like, we're never like, bro, you know what I mean, use a knucklehead or use a like, we're never talking down.
But even if that's needed,
I mean, but even if we say that,
but
we're
it's not in a derogatory.
Like, it's not like I want to see you down, bro. I'm gonna empower you. Like,
and I think
I use a knucklehead in this moment, bro. That's not you. Let's do better. Like,
and that's what it comes when it comes to the iron, or that's what happens when it comes to iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's what I'm saying. When I'm in these moments, I think about all these people that I could potentially disappoint because I love these people. I value our relationship. I value the way that they talk to me and that they love me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like when I'm thinking of it, I'm like, okay, even if I'm feeling this way and maybe I really want to crash out or do something right now, let me think about the people I really love
and I really care for. King, bro.
Bro, absolutely.
That's thoughts of a king.
Kingdom,
bro.
Think king.
You got
think king.
You got a whole village leaning on you. You gotta think about every move you make, bro. Absolutely. And every move is something. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Bro, because you gotta think, bro. Like when you break down a kingdom, bro, it's not like, I mean, even a president negatively affects a whole, country. But whenever a kingdom, bro, if they decide to crash out and kill the wrong person,
it affects everybody.
Everybody, bro. They could be starving their people, bro. They could go to war. Now people's family gotta die. You know what I'm saying? And whenever you the head, you gotta think like that. Like, oh snap! If I go do this, and it could potentially, you know what I'm saying, God forbid, whoever's in a situation like this, put them away forever or get their life took, you know what I'm saying, or even cost them a lot of money financially, bro. You affecting, bro. You're affecting family, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're just like, bro. It just ripples, bro. It ripples, bro. And it's just like, bro. That's thoughts of a king, bro. Absolutely. That's how you know you're a true king. Whenever, you know what I'm saying, you thinking about others and not just yourself.
Absolutely. Hey, look. Let me tell y'all something real quick. Doctor Strange said this in not Doctor Strange. Mr. Fantastic said this in the new Fantastic Four. Y'all see that yet?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. But it was great. I loved it. Bro.
You see it? Yeah, you see it too?
Yeah.
Like I say about where I'm coming from then. Bro, and I never felt something so more out of a movie. He said, he was talking to wifey. He said, it's my job to go ahead and dissect. I'm gonna paraphrase, but he said it's my job to think of the worst outcome in every situation so I can prevent it from happening.
Bro,
and I never felt something so deep like that as a man, bro. Because I'm like, dang, because and I'm not a negative person by no means.
But
like,
you're the protector, bro.
Bro, but I think of things. So like when I'm walking through something, like you talk about that impulsive decision and stuff, I walk through something out loud because if we're gonna make this decision, I need to know how it can affect us in three positive ways. I need to look at. I'm Doctor Strange almost in my head because I'm like looking at all the scenarios. Yeah. You know what I mean? That all the what is it called?
How it could play out. Timelines.
Yeah. For lack of better terms, but. Yeah, I mean all the possibilities, I mean that this could go out, and I'm never ruled by it. Like I don't got anxiety by it or nothing like that. There might be times,
not anxiety, bro.
But I'm saying like some people can be ruled by it. Some people can think like that, and like they can't make a decision because they think
forward thinking.
Yeah,
that's all, bro. It's literally forward thinking,
analysis, paralysis.
Yeah.
I think that's how I pronounce it.
Yeah, but as men, bro, we need to all be built like that, and and sometimes it do this sometimes to some people because when somebody's like that, they like, bro, just make a decision. Like, why you gotta think so hard about everything? I'm like, bro, because it affects him, it affects you, it affects. I mean, like, and I think like that eating down, not consciously, but bro, yes, the way I eat affects you. It affects my wife. It affects my kids. Because if I'm not, especially me, bro, especially like where I'm at in the health conscious, I know when I ate something wrong, it'll change my mood, bro. And I know now my mood is now shifted to my family. My energy shifted to my family.
Give you the bubble guts.
Yeah, I mean, might delay me to some time I can spend with them. 9 me 30 minutes in the back. It's like, bro, all that affects y'all, and I gotta be mindful, and my decisions gotta be moved accordingly. Now, obviously, you get to the point of principality so much, and so point of moving out of purpose that you might not have to think that direct of those decisions, but because you trained yourself so routinely, and you in a system now. Like you got a system now, so I don't gotta think all those things. But when he said that, bro, I was like, because he if y'all see the movie, it's been out for some time. Y'all may or not seen it, but go watch it, and you'll see why he said that to wifey, because he was trying to prevent something big from happening. Absolutely, you know what I mean, and something that she couldn't just understand.
But she was thinking emotionally. She was being protector, being territorial, being being
a nurturer.
Yeah, being a nurturer, and just like any mother would.
Yep.
They don't care what the outcome is as long as the baby's safe. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, like you said, Mr. Fantastic, he more so had to look at it like, okay, like what's the best possible outcome?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it takes. And I love what you said earlier, bro. It's about like, of course you gotta have feelings. You're gonna have feelings. We all have feelings, and it's okay. We want you to embrace them feelings, but you also have to simultaneously work on how you process them same feelings, and what you can allow to act upon, I guess, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like when there's moments of joy, graduation, you know what I'm saying, what's the word? I can't even think. Promotion, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or just anything that's brings joy in your life, feel that joy, embrace the full, embrace it to the full capacity.
Yeah.
And same thing with negative feelings. Like if you gotta cry, if you feeling emotional,
definitely let that out,
bro.
Even if you
process your emotions, bro. Let them, whatever. We always talk about decompressing and expressing.
Absolutely.
There's a positive and constructive way to do all those things, bro. Like there's a positive way to be angry, bro. There's a positive way to be sad. There's a healthy way to be all these. Like you said at the beginning, bro. We had emotions for a reason. God didn't give us emotions not to live in them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean, like we're supposed to live in them, not by them.
Mm-hmm. And that's it, bro. Like that's to me, that's I don't know, that's perfect. That's as good as it's gonna get. I feel like, but yeah, man, y'all got anything else, man, for the folks?
Man, we gonna leave it there for the short term, but get used to this 3-peat a lot more.
Trio, man, the trio, the Three Musketeers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, the Migos,
yeah,
all of it.
Hebrew boys in the fire, man.
The 3 wise men.
Come on, man.
We bringing Mont onto this, man. This is Mont's show. This is the Mont show, man. But we bring man.
Moral support,
man.
Cuz been here since the beginning, man.
Definitely in the background.
No, but we really look forward to having you on here just moving forward, bro. Like as much as we possibly can.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun with this, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're have fun and we're gonna make some impact though.
Absolutely, man. So tune in, man. Give a big hand, round of applause for our baby boy Divine over there.
He did go for his first set.
Yeah, man. He couldn't make it through though, man. He couldn't make it through. Worry him out. Y'all worry him out, man. These conversations, they heavy. I'm telling you, they heavy.
It's a proof.
Yeah, for real. But nah, man, we love y'all, man. We appreciate you for watching. If y'all got anything to say in the comments, man, please let us know what y'all thinking. And if y'all, need anything from us, reach out. We here. Definitely. We love y'all, man. We'll catch y'all next time.
Have a blessed one.
Be blessed.